guys, welcome or welcome back to the Blue Butterfly Tarot. Today, as you can see with the layout, this is going to be an open-ended reading. I have no idea what we're getting into at this moment in time, but I think you might have some idea with the title, all right? I'm intending this to be a love reading, so we'll see what comes up, and then we will, kind of get into the messages that I have for you coming from your person, depending on the situation that comes out, as well as the tarot for any advice on how you should go about the situation or how you need to show up so that the situation aligns best to what you want. All right, so I do want to say this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest, and please be careful of scammers. I would never reach out to you asking you to follow me or asking you to subscribe or asking you to book a private reading, so just please be a little bit careful about that. Other than that, my private readings are open at the moment, and you can check the details in the description box. Alrighty, my dear viewer, let's get into what's happening, all right? Anything and everything about my dear viewer's situation with their person. Anything that wants to come through, please. Anything that wants to come through. I'll take that. I'll take that as well. Alrighty. So we've got long distance. Alrighty. And we've got blame game. Alrighty, so right off the bat, it looks like both of you are in a long distance connection. There has been some conflict. There has been a little bit of a challenge with respect to the long distance. Another message that's coming through very strongly is that maybe both of you are kind of at a standstill at this moment in time. Maybe both of you don't really want to come forward. There's just, one person waiting for the other to come forward. And it's basically a standstill at this moment in time. I think the long distance is making the entire conflict a lot more difficult than it has to be. It looks like if both of you were, together physically, then maybe things would have sorted out really fast, but the long distance is really contributing to the conflict between the two of you. And the way that I see it, it looks like nobody wants to take responsibility, neither you nor this person. There's also, of course, because we did get blame game out, you might be blaming this person might be blaming you for the conflict. Whatever it is at this point in time, things are not okay. You are upset, this person's upset, and frankly, the long distance also seems to be weighing on the two of you. All right, so if this sounds like you, then the messages as well as the tarot is going to relate or resonate with you. All right, let's get into it. So I do want to see just basic energies of the people in this connection, please. Okay, way too many. Energies of the people in this connection, please. I'll take that. I'll take that. Okay. So we've got the butterfly, and we've got the sea serpent. Hold on, let me show it to you. All right. The way that I see you as a sea serpent, and I see your person as the butterfly. So there's definitely some transformation going on with your person at this moment in time. Your person might be coming into an understanding of who they are as a person. They might be identifying, kind of shedding their old self, and along with their old self, healing old wounds as well. So right now, your person might not be communicating very well with you, or they might just be in no contact as well. That's another scenario that's coming through. Just that this person right now has gone into a cocoon, but they will come out, my dear viewer, all right? That is going to happen. They will come out when they feel secure in themselves, when they feel that they have made the transformation. It's possible that this conflict has gone on for quite some time now, and this person is recognizing that both of you have contributed to the dynamic, and your person looks like they are stepping into an energy where they are going to be taking responsibility for their contributions to the dynamic of the connection. All right, so that's pretty good energy coming from your person. Let's take a look at you. So intuitively, I see that you have like I do see that you have very, very strong feelings for this person. You are definitely the more hopeful one between the two of you. And it looks like on your end, cycles are closing. All right, my dear viewer. So on your person's end, it's transformation. On your end, it looks like cycles are closing. What do I mean by cycles are closing? It looks like maybe there has been repeated patterns of behavior where you have been self-sabotaging your connections, just maybe out of fear, my dear viewer. It's not calling you out over here, but it looks like you are in this phase where you are recognizing patterns of behavior that might not be serving you at this point in time. And these patterns of behavior could have come as a defense mechanism. Maybe, at one point in your life, you went through pretty hard experiences that led you to have your walls up. Maybe, you grew up in a very, very unstable environment, so you tend to sabotage your connections so that in a way you feel control over the situation, you feel that it is what you predicted. All right, so I'm seeing that energy come a little bit from you, my dear viewer, and I want to say, like, this is not calling you out. It's good that you recognize it. That way you can work on it, because I do see that this person does have feelings for you. All right, with the way that the energy is coming to me at this point in time, this person, like, they do have feelings for you, and I do see that you also have feelings for this person. And so it is something that both of you can work out, but at the same time it involves shedding on both sides. And for your person, it's more of a transformation. For you, it's more about closing out cycles, or rather patterns of behavior that are not serving you any longer. Maybe at one point, yes, your defense mechanism protected you, and there is no right or wrong about it. All right, my dear viewer, but it's just that at this point in time, you have to ask yourself, are they serving you, or are they actually harming you more? And it looks like, given the situation, it looks like actually it's working more against you. And so, the way that I see it, my dear viewer, and I feel like taking the time to explain this, all right, before we get into messages from your person as well as tarot, but the way that I see it, all right, sometimes we go through situations in life where, we have to become the kind of person to deal with those situations. And for a while it works, maybe we have to become very cold. Maybe we have to put up defense mechanisms. Maybe we feel that we always need to be in control of a situation. Maybe we feel that, it always has to be our way or no way, no compromise, so on and so forth. So all of these behavioral patterns that we tend to develop because of these negative experiences, they work during that phase. They protect us, and that's okay. All right, my dear viewer, that's okay, because you had to become the person that you did become to protect yourself, and there is no shade there. And frankly, you should have a lot of love for the person that you were at that point in time, because you did whatever you had to do to protect yourself. All right, but the thing is, now you're not in the same situation. Now you're in a different situation. Now you are in a situation where you have your own wants and desires. Things have changed since the past, right? And so because things have changed, the same pattern is not aligning anymore. It's just as simple as that, right? And so I think right now what you're going through is a phase of recognition that whatever your old patterns of behavior, they're not serving you anymore. Yes, at one point they did protect you, but right now they're actually doing more harm, and they're taking you further away from what you truly desire, or a life that is most aligned to who you are today. And so I think that there is a little bit of shedding going on your end, where you are recognizing that, all right, I do have, self-sabotaging tendencies that I need to walk away from. I need to close out that pattern of behavior. I need to start making decisions that are more in alignment with the person that I am today, rather than the person that I was when I was going through trauma, and the person that I had to become to protect myself. All right. So I think there's a shift in you. So I do see transformation on both ends, but for your person, it's more about healing old wounds and becoming a new person, like shedding their old self. For you, it's closing out cycles, rather than cycles, I guess I would say patterns of behavior that are no longer serving you today. All right. So for that, there needs to be recognition. All right, my dear viewer. So there's a little bit of homework for you from today's video. So on your end, take some time to understand what patterns of behavior are no longer serving the person that you want to be, and or the kind of life that aligns best with you. All right, because it looks like this connection, there is actually something deeper here between the two of you, but it looks like with I see both ends. I see both ends contributing to the current conflict dynamic. And so it might be helpful for you at this point in time, my dear viewer, to take some time to understand what patterns of your behavior are no longer serving you, which patterns of behavior are actually harming you at this point in time. Give a lot of love to the person that you were before when you had to become that person to protect yourself. Absolutely. Show kindness, show compassion, show a lot of love to the person that you were, but recognize that today things are different, and your needs, your wants, your desires are different. So you have to show up a little bit differently, all right? And how do you break cycles, or how do you break patterns of behavior? Very, very simple, my dear viewer, all right? It's all about making a different decision at that moment in time, all right? So every time you're faced with, for example, let's take your own situation that's coming out to me. Blame came, all right? So maybe previously at the first sign of trouble, you would run away, or maybe you would flare up, you would, do your best to protect yourself, maybe go into your shell, whatever it is. That was your pattern of behavior, right? Previously, up until now. And now it's not serving you, right? So make a different decision at this point in time. So maybe instead of running away or going into your shell, or going into flying into a rage, make a different decision. Maybe instead you take some time to calm down, but you let this person know, I'm taking some time to calm down, rather than just disappearing off. Or maybe if you used to fly into a rage before, and these are just examples, all right? Maybe if you used to fly into a rage before, now maybe sit down calmly and talk to your person. If talking to your person face to face is not working because, well, you're long distance, then maybe take some time to write out an email calmly, with composure. Maybe take some time to meditate before you write out that email. You don't have to send it to this person. It's just about putting your thoughts on paper in a more calm manner. Whatever it is, it's a different decision that you're making at that point in time. And that's how you break patterns of behavior. It's all, people, like the way that I see it, all right? It can get complicated with behavioral patterns, but if you are intentional about it, it just boils down, very, very simply put, it's about making one different decision. That's it, one different decision, all right? In that moment of time, what you would have normally done, just don't do that and do something else. It doesn't matter if that decision works out or doesn't work out. That's okay, that's irrelevant, all right? At least you changed a part of that behavior. And then from here, you can see, all right, did this work out for me? Did this not work out for me? What backfired, or what actually went well? And then from there, you make another decision. You keep making decisions like that. And it's through one decision at a time, one intentional different decision at a time, that you're going to find that you are on a completely different path and actually closer to the life that is most aligned to you. All right? I felt like taking the time to explain that because I feel like you might be at a junction where you do recognize patterns of behavior that are not serving you anymore, but you might not recognize how to go about breaking that. And so this is one method. It has, on a personal front, it has worked wonders for me as well. So I just thought of sharing that with you, all right? Now let's get into messages from your person, and then we're gonna get advice from the tarot, all right? So, messages from my dear viewer. Hold on, wait. Let me ask the question correctly. Messages from my dear viewer's person to my dear viewer. I'll keep that back. My dear viewer's person to my dear viewer. All right. I'll take whatever wants to come out. Wow, way too many, way too many. But I'll take this. My viewer's person to my person. Hold on. Gotta re-ask the question properly. My viewer's person to my viewers. Okay, perfect. Righty. So we've got... So another message that's coming through is if this reading resonates, but you might not be long distance, this could also be emotional distance as well, all right? That's another message that's coming through. If long distance does not resonate, but everything else resonates with you, then it could just be emotional distance or both of you just not being in contact, or there could be difficulty in contacting one another, all right? So that's a message that's coming through. Alrighty, let's get into what your person has to say to you at this point. Yep, it's never too late. Beautiful message coming over there. I do think that your person right now is undergoing a transformation, my dear viewer, and it's never too late. It's honestly never too late. It might have seemed like maybe there's been quite some time that has passed between the two of you having a conversation, or this one, I wanted to move this a little bit so that it comes in the frame, but this came out, so we're going to take that, all right? And so if on your end you've been a little bit worried about, where things are going, or maybe it's been a standstill for quite some time, then message coming from your person is it's never too late, all right? We will get out of this. Very, very determined energy coming from your person. Beautiful, beautiful energy over there. That's why I think that they're going through the transformation, because I don't think it's easy for your person, my dear viewer, all right? Just as it is difficult for you, it is also difficult for this person. Both of you are going through a transformation, and I think yours was definitely intended by the universe. I think that this is part of your destiny to go through this process and this healing, as well as you undo patterns of behavior that are not serving you. And for your person, it's about healing old wounds so that it does not stop them from living their life to the fullest. All right? Love. Beautiful, beautiful energies coming from your person right over here, my dear viewer. I do see that. I mean, to want to go through a transformation, it's brutal. And you only go through it when there's a reason to. And you stick with it only because you find that the end is going to be that much more favorable to you, and frankly, it's something that you genuinely want to move towards. And I think you are the person that your person wants to move towards, all right? I feel trapped. I do see that, because I think that at this moment in time, your person's kind of going within. They're kind of in an energy where they're not yet the new person, but they are not wanting to be the old version. And so that little bit of back and forth going through, yeah, I do see a little bit of trapped energy where they're unsure if they're going to get out of it, but there is a more determined energy coming from your person, but it's going to take a little bit of time. So they're right now in that energy where they're feeling a bit stuck, but they will get out of it. They will get out of it. It's part of the process. And then we have, let's talk this out calmly. I did get that. Didn't we talk about it, my dear viewer? I think that your person recognizes that the way that both of you have been going about addressing this conflict has wow, struggled a bit with that word. The way that you both have been going about addressing this conflict has not been serving both of you. And I think that your person is also coming to a realization that both of you need to talk this out calmly. There needs to be some sort of buffer between the two of you. That's another message that's coming through as well. But one main message is that your person realizes that whatever or however you both have been showing up in this connection with respect to this conflict, yeah, it's not serving the both of you, and there needs to be a change. And I think this also is coming from your end as well, right, my dear viewer? Then we have, I'm not the person for you. I think that your person recognizes that at this moment in time, someone showing up with, a lot of old wounds that at this moment in time are hindering this connection. I think that your person, I'm seeing this more to be this version of themselves is not meant for both of you to be aligned, all right? That's the message that's coming through. And this person recognizes that there needs to be a transformation. They need to step into a new version of themselves for both of you at least to have a chance. I think both of you are, but this is coming from your person. So they are recognizing it, which is really, really good, my dear viewer. All right. Then we have, I trust you and our connection. Beautiful, beautiful energies there. Yeah, I did get that. You know, I do sense trust. As long as hold on. uh, let me get the message. Yes, I do sense trust along with love. And I think that it's because this person trusts that you both are going to work it out, that they're willing to go through the transformation. Like I said, you wouldn't put yourself through that until or unless you knew that the end was absolutely something that you are sure of, and your person's very, very sure about you. They're very, very sure about your connection as well. All right, and they trust that it will be there when they come out of their cocoon. I've lost you. I do sense that this person goes a little bit back and forth just because of the distance between the two of you, whether it is long distance, whether it's emotional distance, whether it's just been no contact for quite some time now. And I do see that your person worries. I think this is more of worry coming from your person, that there's no contact between the two of you, or lack of communication between the two of you doesn't mean that this person has lost you. But I do see a lot of back and forth with your person, my dear viewer. There's a lot of back and forth, which is a normal, I guess I would say. I don't really have an opinion about it. And I think it's just normal, because sometimes they think about the distance and then they worry whether they've lost you or not. Sometimes they worry about how much transformation is left, and whether or not they've lost you. And it's a process that this person is going through at this moment in time. We've got yes, but this has come out in the unhealed side. So I think that your person at this moment in time is letting go of the need for them to always be right, or for things to always be in their control, or just go their way. Like, them saying yes matters more than what you truly want or what is healthy for the connection. And that's only because this has come out in the unhealed side. So I think this is healing process that your person is going through, that they don't always have to, show up with ego. And sometimes when they're showing up in a connection like love, especially in a loving connection like this, there is no place for ego. There is no need to always be right. No, there's no space for that. And this person is recognizing it. And I think that's why the transformation is going on with your person at this moment in time. Insecurity. So the way that I get insecurity is, at this moment in time, because I think that your person's going back and forth a little bit, they might feel that, their wounds are a little bit more exposed right now, because they're all coming to the surface, right? Triggers are all coming to the surface. So I think that your person, more than insecurity, I'm getting vulnerability that your person is experiencing at this point in time, because all of their wounds have kind of come to the surface. I mean, that's how the healing process is, right? You get triggered, it comes to the surface, and then you work through it slowly, and then it heals. And so when it comes to the surface, it's raw, and you feel very, very exposed, and you start to question everything about yourself. And I think that's the phase that your person is going through. I think that right now they're in a very cocoon stage. They're not yet fully transformed, which is why I think we have all of these just as additional information for you to know which stage of healing your person is at. There is a higher purpose to all of this. I did get that. I mean, we do have the Spirit card for you, my dear viewer, and I did get that as well. I think that there is a higher purpose to you in particular, my dear viewer. There is a higher purpose for you, because you are meant to go through this transformation. You are meant to close out cycles in your life through this connection, and with this person as well. All right. And finally, we've got I know coming from your person. The way that I get it is, this person recognizes that you love them. I am getting that message, and this person knows it. And I think that is why, they do too, right? I mean, we've got love for them as well coming through from them. And I think that your person knows that regardless of how you show up in this connection, there is deep love between the two of you. Maybe this person, another message that's coming through, is this person recognizes the way that both of you have been showing up is actually very, very contradictory to how both of you feel on the inside with each other. And this person recognizes that both of you at this point in time need a time out, so that you can realign your energies and come back together in a more aligned energy. Beautiful, beautiful energies coming from your person. My dear viewer, shall we see what's next? Let's see what's next, all right? And if any advice, I mean, we did talk about advice for you already, but if advice wants to come through, we'll keep that open as well. But more importantly, I want to see what's next for you, all right? What's next for my dear viewer, please? What's next for my dear viewer in this connection? What's next for my dear viewer in this connection? I'll take that. So we've got the Emperor, which I do see your person stepping into. We've got the Ten of Cups, beautiful energies. All right, Tower, we'll get to other cards. I'm getting a little bit ahead of myself. 10 of Wands, 9 of Wands, 4 of Swords. Okay, this is, it's beautiful energy, all right? This is a very, very happy ending to the conflict, I guess I will say. So it looks like, the Tower moment has already happened with your person at this point in time. Did I tell you which cards came out? I'll just go over it, okay? I'm not sure if I did. So we got the Tower, we got 4 of Swords, we got 9 of Wands, we got 10 of Wands, we got 10 of Cups, and we've got the Emperor. So I see this as a journey that your person is taking. I do see that the Tower moment has occurred already, like your person recognizing there is a need for change within them. And I think all of their wounds coming to their surface, yeah, they did take a little bit of time out. And I think this is where both of you are at right now, the 4 of Wands. But I'm being called to see that even though this person is resting, hold on, let me try to, yeah. Even though this person is resting, can you see the red thread and the heart? Yeah, this person does have a lot of love for you. And it's like, even though they've gone within, they are thinking about you. You are very, very heavy on this person's mind. Now, what's going to happen next is that your person is going to fight whatever it is that they've been delaying up until now. There is a little bit of time where this person's going to take a little bit of time out just to rest and try to understand what it is that they need to shed and what is the new person that they need to become. But I do see them letting go of whatever is not serving them. And I do see a transformation happening in your person where they are going to step into their power. It's going to be a new version of themselves. Like, it's going to be unrecognizable. Like, we've got the caterpillar, we've got the butterfly. Can you even recognize? No, you can't, right? So that is the energy that your person is going to step into as well. And there's going to be so much happiness between the two of you, all right? A lot of happiness between the two of you. I also see that this person will come in an energy where, one, they take lead in this connection. Gender doesn't matter, but it's more of the masculine energy where this person will take lead. And the way that I'm getting it is this person will be so secure in their masculine energy that you are going to be very, very secure in your feminine energy. So you're going to be more of the nurturing, you're going to be more in the receiving energy. And I think that's very, very telling of the transformation that's going to happen within you. There might be a little bit of feminine healing going on within you at this point in time. Maybe up until now, you've kind of shown up more in your masculine energy and, unhealed masculine energy as well. That's also one more thing that I want to put out there. And I think that there is, and I say unhealed masculine energy because it looks like you didn't feel safe to allow your feminine energy to be shown to people. All right. And so that inverse, like, it's just basically you didn't allow yourself to be soft, to be nurturing, or to allow people to love you. That's another message that's coming through. And so this person's masculine energy is going to be so healed that your feminine energy is going to be feeling so safe and secure to come out, and you are going to embody that energy. So it looks like, my dear viewer, now's the time for you to enjoy receiving love. That's the energy that you are stepping into. This is very, very beautiful energy. This is beautiful transformation. And I think this is something that you were always meant to experience. The way that I'm getting the message is that the love you've always been giving to every single person in your life up until now is going to come towards you. But you've also got to transform into an energy where you are willing to accept it. You're willing to recognize it, yes, and you're willing to accept it as well. All right? Maybe at one point you didn't think that you were deserving of it. Maybe at one point you didn't think that it was possible for your life. But the way that I'm seeing it, my dear viewer, this is amazing energy. You are going to get it. You are going to feel happy. You are going to feel love from another person. And it's going to be this person, because they are coming in for you. They're very, very determined. They're watching you. They're very, like I wouldn't say stuck on you, because that seems a little bit negative, but how do I put this? Hold on. They're very focused on you. Did I not say that already? It's just you. The way that I'm getting it is it's just you, and I don't know, I can't seem to express it, but it's like you, all right? I hope you were able to understand that, my dear viewer. But there is a lot of happiness coming both of your way, my dear viewer. There's a lot of happiness. There is a beautiful, beautiful, I guess I would say new beginning, where both of you are going to come in an energy where this person is going to give love, and you are going to be in an energy to receive love. And it's actually like the opposite of how the connection has been up until now. Like, this person's going to feel secure in themselves to give love. You're going to feel secure in yourself to receive love. And that's going to make both of you very, very happy. Beautiful, beautiful energies coming there, my dear viewer. Definitely let me know in the comments if this resonated, if you're comfortable with that. But this is very, very happy energies that are coming your way. There's a little bit of a resting period between the two of you. Yes, I did see that. But I think that both of you are going through a very, very necessary transformation, so that both of you can come in an energy that is most aligned to a connection that both of you truly want, because both of you have very, very deep feelings for each other. Like, we got love, and I think that both of you, do love each other at the core of it all. And it looks like both of you do want this connection to flourish. Both of you do want this connection to go the distance, pun intended, I guess, with the long distance coming out. And I think it's going to happen, my dear viewer. I think both of you are going to get what you deserve. And this person is going to come in an energy where, they have someone who appreciates the love that they give, and you're going to step into an energy where you are open to receiving. Like, you can actually feel the love when someone gives it to you, rather than building up walls or feeling very defensive or self-sabotaging the connection. I think that there is a transformation in this person. There's also a transformation in you, but on your end, it's more about cycles closing out, and on this person's end, it's more about shedding an old self and healing old wounds, basically. All right, beautiful energies over there, my dear viewer. Thank you so much for allowing me to read for you today. I really hope that this brought you the comfort as well as the clarity that you were looking for. And my private readings are open. They're listed in the description box below if you'd like to check it out. But if this is where you leave me, then I just wanted to say thank you so much for all the love and positive energy that you've been sending my way, whether it's with the like, share, subscribe, or your comments. I read all of them. They mean so much to me. And yeah, thank you so much, all right? I'll catch you in my next one. Bye-bye.